Hey guys, today I will show you a few tricks in Windows. So the first one is probably the most basic one of all. You browse, you run things. In one, you can run various things. Net, lookup. Basically anything without an address on it will be referred on the System32 folder. So if you want to add a certain file or like a quick shortcut to run, so like this you don't have to put the address on it, well, you just copy that shortcut or that program into System32. It's very easy, very easy steps. I don't think I need to show you how to do that, but that's one. The other one is the CMD. The CMD, well, that's a program that has been used by many various people. Often people claiming that you can hack with it, some people claiming that you can make viruses with it, but these two are wrong. The CMD is just a program, you can make various things with it. Often you can see in echo off, CLS, and then you probably will have echo your computer has encountered a problem. See, and basically that's basically what it is. So and then you probably echo your computer needs to shut down, and it probably says that. So don't listen to that, because if you get something like this, okay, that's probably fake, because one way to figure it out is the message, or the message type, and B is what you were running with it, and if anyone sent you a file. So you probably find out that with this you can't quit it, you can't end it. So the only way of getting rid of it is by going there and typing shutdown -A, okay, or you can use the CMD again. So shut down -A, and that would get rid of it. So basically that's the only way you can get rid of it, shut down -A. So you probably can't hack with it, and any of this net user add Bob add delete password, any of all that, well, for that you need the administrator's privileges to do that. So if you limited account on schools, then that will not work for you. So the CMD is pretty much pointless for you. The only thing that could be possibly useful for you is tracer. What that traces is basically all the servers or connection it has to go through to reach that certain thing. So if I want to Google, well, that will come up with 30, well, a maximum of 30 servers that it needs to go through to get to Google, basically. Another one is ping, and that will ping Google. Well, the address you can change it, and it will come up with a percentage loss of packages and how much it has received and sent, and the time. So in milliseconds, mine is 225 milliseconds. So you can do that. The other one, which is probably more dangerous than CMD, is Regedit. So the Registry Editor, kind of something you don't want to muck around with unless you know what you're doing. You can really screw up your system using that. It is recommended you do as you're told, like if you're doing off a video off YouTube, for example. It is often as you do as you're told, and you don't just go randomly and just change something into something else that's totally different. So don't muck around with the registry. That is highly unrecommended. And then there's the various ones like net, lookup. Oops, I spelled it wrong. So you probably want to browse it, because there's so many of them. Probably the most useful one would be situated in Windows, and then System32. So just go system 32. And it will be fine with that. So they're often the one with logos on it. So things like them, like that, like that. Okay. And okay. So there is, well, yeah. Well, you can use that. If you can't be bothered to do that, you just open Explorer and you just do it that way. The next one is Ctrl Alt Delete. That is the Windows Task Manager. Well, at my school they haven't blocked that, so I can end whatever I want to do. Like they have a tracing program, so I can just end that. The only downside with it is that you have to have the privileges to be able to end that certain process, and you have to have the privileges to open Task Manager in the first place too. So I'm an administrator, so I can end basically anything I want. So you can use that. And then there's, well, Explore. Well, that is pretty useful because you can do basically everything with containing folders and files. Something you have to know is that Windows have made programs so it's not meant to be harmful, except for registry and the CMD, unless you like format your disk with the CMD, which is the most lethal thing I can think of. But if you want to know some more about Windows, you probably need to find out of YouTube or places like that. Well, that's an easy way to find it out safely. Another way of doing it is by testing it out yourself and figure out yourself. So if you can adventurous, well, do that. So yeah. Another one is probably Hacker. That is a program that does not come with Windows Explorer, but is awfully useful. So I have mine on my USB stick. Res Hacker stands for Resource Hacker, so it is a very useful program, so you can change files with it. And if you have ever seen someone change the start button, well, they probably used Resource Hacker for that. So it's the only program that I know of that does that kind of thing. So yeah, you can use that. What was that? You can open basically any file of them, basically. So they're really, really useful. So, and another one is probably your good old Notepad. It's probably used for many things: taking notes, creating bat files, creating so-called fake viruses, creating supposedly hacking things, which you don't hack with, but anyway, let's just call that. And Notepad is probably the most universal thing that everyone used. Everyone has used Notepad once in their life, or they will. It's the most useful program that I've probably ever seen. It is extraordinarily useful, so if you ever got the idea of making Notepad, congratulations and thank you. And the other ones are probably various programs you will find on the web, but that's about all you can have basically of Windows. Yeah. Probably contact better hackers or so-called hackers for more information, or just post below this video for any requests on videos or anything. Thank you. This was Nikonok speaking to you.